watchers and trekkers, and welcome to a film review tonight. So tonight we're watching a little film called Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock on glorious 4K, of course. This is a film that I've seen quite a few times now, but this is a great underrated little Star Trek film. This is an underrated Star Trek film I've always liked. So Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock is a 1984 American science fiction film written and produced by Harv Bennett, directed by Leonard Nimoy, which is a great job, by the way, on both movies, the fourth one done. It's the second part of the third three-film story arc that begins with the Wrath of Khan and concludes with Star Trek: The Voyage Home. After the death of Spock, the crew of the U.S. Enterprise returned to Earth with James T. Kirk. Learns that Spock's spirit, or Katra, is held in the mind of Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy. Kirk and the company still the dismembered, decommissioned USS Enterprise to return Spock to his homeboard. By the two server, the crew must also contend with hostile Klingon led by Fudge, as a crew Christopher Lloyd, who is bent on stealing the secrets of the powerful transforming device Genesis. Right. So directed by Leonard. Okay, returning, starring William Shatner, DeForest Kelly, James Doohan, George Takei, Walter Koenig, Nicholas, Merritt Buttrick, and Christopher Lloyd. So I'm butchering some of these names, not very freaking. Directed by Leonard Nimoy, 1984, 105 minutes, budget of 16 million, very good. It's a lot of money, but it made 87 million back, so it did pretty well. This film was good, actually. I do like this one a lot. The Federation Starship Enterprise returns to Earth following a battle with the superhuman Khan, Newman Singh, who tried to destroy the Enterprise, detonating an experimental terraform device known as Genesis. The characters of the fight includes Admiral James P. Kirk, Vulcan friend Spock, whose casket was launched into space and eventually landed on the planets created by the Genesis device. Upon arriving at Earth's space dock, Dr. Leonard McCoy begins to act strange and is detained. The commander of Starfleet, Admiral McMorrow, visits the Enterprise and informs the crew of the ship to be decommissioned. The crew is instructed not to speak about the Genesis due to political fallout over the device. David Marcus, Kirk's son and key scientist in Genesis development, and Lieutenant Saavik, played by Robin Curtis. She was in the. It's a different actress playing the Saavik. Actually, I like this one. I like Kirstie Allen's character. Actually, I think she did a really good job as Saavik, but I think Robin Curtis does a really good job. So I think she's actually a really good looking woman. Actually, good, very attractive looking Vulcan. Investigating the Genesis planet above the science vessel Grissom. Discovering an unexpected life form on the surface, Marcus and Saavik transform to the planet. They find that the Genesis device has resurrected Spock in the form of a child. Although his mind is not present, Marcus admits that he used unstable proto matter in the development of the Genesis device, causing Spock to age rapidly, and meaning the planet will just be destroyed within hours. So let's just read this last bit. Meanwhile, Krug, Christopher Lloyd, commander of the Klingon Bird of Prey, intercepts the information about Genesis. Recognizing the device potential as a weapon, he takes his cloak ship to the Genesis planet, destroys the Grissom, and just searches the planet for survivors. So anyway, this film takes place just after the Wrath of Khan, of course. And of course, at the beginning of the film, we see the clip with Captain Kirk and Spock, you know, like just before he died, and then it goes to, you know, where they end up docking at this Federation space station. You know, I love that scene where it just goes in it, you know, it docks, and you see the Excelsior, which is a great looking ship, by of course. Because then Sulu takes command of that ship later on in Star Trek 6, this Excelsior. So anyway, they end up going. and someone's in Spock's room. Turns out to be McCoy, and he's acting a bit funny. And it turns out Spock did something to put his like spirit, like his memory, his soul inside of McCoy, whatever you call it. And he finds that later on. A figure turns up for Spock's dad. Turns out and says that he's not dead. You should have brought him to the planet. Savak, is it Savak? So yeah, Spock's dad turns up. Of course, he's like saying that you should have brought Spock's body to the to Vulcan, and of course, so they have to go back to the Genesis planet. That's where Savak is the Vulcan woman, and his son, Savak, and of course, that's where the Klingons are heading. Of course, they're heading. They want the Genesis information, the data and everything, whatever. They want the data. They want the Genesis, of course, as a weapon. You see the Grissom ship, Federation ship, of course. You see them arriving at the Genesis planet, of course. So they end up going down to the planet and finding Spock's casket. Well, it's torpedo freaking thing, but it's a casket anyway. So you see his like life forms and stuff like that, and of course they're kind of like, and then after that they find Spock. They want to beam him up, and of course they're not so sure. So they're trying to ask the Starfleet if they can actually do that. But the bird of prey is there, it's cloaked, and it destroys the Grissom. But actually not on purpose, because thing is, just go for the just wound them a bit. Krug, Christopher Lloyd's greatest, by the way. It's fantastic. Krug, is it Krug? Kruger, sorry, destroys the ship, and of course he's kind of like, we want prisoners, and he's not very happy. He kills one of the Klingon that fired the weapons at the ship, and then so they end up going back down to the planet. So of course Spock is getting older, and the planet itself is collapsing, ready to explode. Of course, the Enterprise. Anyway, so Captain Kirk steals the ship, the Enterprise. They try to catch up with the Enterprise. Of course, they leave space dock, of course, and did something to the water speed on the Excelsior and took some bits off, and it can't actually water speed. I think that seems cool. Actually, the visual effects of this film are fantastic. The effects, the models and stuff like that. The Excelsior, I love the Excelsior. I think it's a cool looking ship. It's just good to see. Actually, it's a fantastic ship. Of course, that ship becomes the Enterprise later on. It's kind of, they have like an Enterprise. Anyway, so anyway, the Enterprise gets the hell out of there, and then, of course, they arrive at the Genesis planet. Of course, the place is breaking up, of course, and there's snow and everything, and places like So anyway, so David and the Vulcan are on the planet, Savak, the female Vulcan, and the Klingons are hot on their heels. They end up getting captured by the Klingons. Of course, there's a scene where Savak and the Spock is like mating, do this like mating thing, and there's a documentary on. I watched a documentary on that, and he said he was actually enjoying it, getting excited. I mean, I'm not surprised. Actually, really attractive Vulcan line. So she's good in it. I like her performance. The woman who plays Savak she does a good job. Different actress, of course, from the Star Trek 2, of course, but she does a good job. And so yeah, it's a good scene. I like the part where the Enterprise turns up and there's like, it says something there. This is the first time we actually see the bird of prey. This is the first time you see the bird of prey. It's a great looking ship, by the way. It's a fantastic looking ship. And this is the part where there's like you can see something like moving. They're like, oh, it's a cloaked ship, and it's like, oh, shows up and stuff. The next minute, they cloak, and of course the Enterprise takes the first shot, which I think is great. Straight away, first shot. It's fantastic. And well, then they take another. Of course, then the bird of prey takes a shot at them that damages them at the same time. So even the odds just a little bit, and it's great to watch. But anyway, so the part where David gets killed is a bit of a that's a bit of a tragic scene. It is a tragic scene. So anyway, Krug, Christopher Lloyd's crew, what is it? I don't know, pronounce his name. Decides to say, one of the people down there are gonna die, And one of them dies. Of course, it's David. He's trying to protect. Of course, it was going to be the Vulcan woman, Savak. Of course, David gets killed by protecting Savik. And of course, you know, tragedy, of course, with Captain Kirk. Twice, actually. He's had it twice. Spock and bloody David. He's only just met his son, right? And he dies. He dies in this, so yeah. And of course, they decide to, so Kirk has a plan, of course, to destroy the Enterprise, which is cool. I like the part where he does that, where he destroys, he has this plan where he gets all the Klingons on board and destroys the Enterprise. I think it's fantastic. Captain Kirk's a smart, he still kind of shows you that these guys are amateurs. The Klingons beam a ball, and then the timer goes. Then the ship's on timer, and of course, Kruger's telling the is meant to get off the ship because he knows straight away that's freaking a countdown straight away for ship. Yeah, that scene was great when he blows up the ship. I think that's fantastic. Captain Kirk beams onto the planet, and they all beam onto the planet, and of course that's when the fight between each crew gets beamed onto the ship on the Klingon ship. Actually, I noticed about the Klingon ship looks a bit different. Even when you watch Star Trek 4, it looks different. Because on Star Trek 4, the ship looks more like a Klingon ship inside, but when you watch the Klingon ship, it's like the ship looks a bit different. It's weird. It's like, I mean, they may have just refit it and stuff, like changed it, but it looks more like a Klingon ship in number 4. The inside of it, yeah, it looks different from Star Trek 4. It's weird. It's completely different, actually. Completely different. A bit brighter. Oh, it's weird. Yeah, the battle on the planet with Captain Kirk and Kruger. I mean, he actually tried. I like that fight scene. It's a really well done scene. It's like the planet is like completely getting destroyed, fires and stuff, and then there's like a fight between Kruger. Kruger's a little bit stronger, and he uses his experience too at the same time to take out Kruger. Of course, he actually almost saves him. He falls off the side, and he actually tries to save him. Like, of course, Kruger does a stupid thing by grabbing his leg, trying to pull him over. And I'm thinking to myself, that's stupid. That's how stubborn this guy was. He doesn't care. He just wants to kill Captain Kirk, and that's it. And of course, Kirk just says, "I've had it up to here with you, mate." Just kicks him off the freaking. And that scene was really cool. You just see him dropping into the freaking flames. It's like that's just justice straight there. You don't feel sorry for the guy because he's just not a nice guy. But Christopher Lloyd does a great job as Crew. He does as Klingon. It's great. It's like a making of that. No, it's like this thing. The woman who plays Savik, she tells quite a funny story when he goes, he tries to go beam me up like, and he keeps doing that. It just cracks her up. Yeah, he kept on doing that all the time. It's funny. So I think he does a great job. And Leonard Nimoy does a fantastic job in this. And the directing, just really, the film's got a good budget, good effects, good action, and a good story. And a satisfying ending. So anyway, so they end up rescuing Spock and stuff. They end up on the bird of prey, they get beamed up on the bird of prey, and they end up going back to Vulcan to put Spock's memory back into Spock's memory back in his body from McCoy. Of course, the woman tells him that Vulcan's a great looking place. It's like a cool looking place, Vulcan is. It's a great, the effects in this film are great. And of course, that's when Spock goes back to his his memory's a little bit shaky still, but yeah, it's a good scene. The last part was really good. Great fight between Kirk and Kruger, I really liked. It's fantastic. It's a good film. It's an underrated sequel, I say. I don't think it's that appreciated. I don't understand why. People say the best ones are the second one, the second one, the fourth one, and the sixth one. I'm thinking to myself, no, number 3 too. Number 3 is a solid film. So yeah, I really like number 3. Good action, good special effects, and good story, and good performance from the cast, especially when Kirk says, "You killed my son, you B." And Kirk's like, "You know what? Let's do this. Let's blow up the ship. Kirk does what he does to save his crew. So yeah, great film, good film. What I did like about it, I suppose changing certain actors to play different, I was a bit, but it doesn't really ruin the film, because when the woman who plays, when they replace Finger's character, Saba, she does a good job. She really does. When you don't really mind. I mean, I would have preferred to brought Kirstie Allen back, but it is what it is. But she does a really good job. The woman who plays So apart from that, not really anything I disliked about this film. Apart from the whatever. So yeah, apart from that, nothing really serious. They do a good job. She does a good job. The woman who plays Savik in this, really good job. She's great looking, good looking woman. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, good cast, good freaking returning characters, good performance, and a good story, and more tragedy in this one, of course. So yeah, it's a film that I really enjoy. I still like it. Great humour, especially when Bones starts acting like Spock and illogical and stuff like that. It's just great. And he tries to do the pinch thing on freaking one of the characters. I think it's funny. So yeah, and Sulu actually, Sulu's good. They're all good at it, of course. So yeah, I like the part where he said, we throws this guy around and says, "Don't call me tiny." And I think that's great. Good story, great dialogue, and great performances. Good action, good music too. Good characters, great villain in it. Christopher Lloyd, Klingon. It's fantastic. Krug, is it Krug? And they're all great in it. Captain William Shatner, fantastic. So yeah, and a good ending to it. So yeah. And good visual effects, good model ships and stuff are fantastic. Space dock, fantastic. So yeah, really good film. So the rating I'm going to give this film is a 4 out of 5 for Search for Spock. So anyway, people, I'm going to go off and off a bit. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. And anyway, thank you for watching my video. Remember to hit that like button, and thank you for watching. Engage.